Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. Hell yeah, thank you guys for joining me again. We are broadcasting once again from the homie Blaze's room. Yep. Spent the night. Actually, technically, I'm gonna end up staying here too. Not in the same room, but I'm gonna be living in the same apartment with the homie. His roommate is moving out, and I will be moving in at the end of December. So I am looking forward to that. I don't know if I talked about it on here or if I'm not sure, but my original plan was to hit up a van and try to do it that way. And I was talking to the club owner from Haha's, and I'm real cool with them, and pretty much they told me like, nah, dude, don't bust that. Just get another cool job, and pay rent with somebody, and it's not that like I'm like, fuck, anybody could just change my mind. No, it's only because of who these people are, right? They've been in the game a long time, right? They've seen people and what it takes, and I mean, I'll take their advice, in other words, you know what I mean? So, and my friend, he's willing to work with me. He knows that like I only have one job right now, and I need to find a second one. So, but he's willing to work with me, so that's pretty good too. And I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Like, let's just try this. You know what I mean? The homie, he's cool as hell. We got some projects going on too, so it's like, in a way, it kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, we have this project. I think I talked about it last time. We tried it the first time. It's this D&D project, Dungeons and Dragons. Right now, we're just on the name called Comedians Play. But the first time, I may have talked about it in another episode. It was cool. It was fun. It just didn't come out so well. We didn't have any, pretty much any Wi-Fi or anything to get like a solid cut, I guess what you say. It was too glitchy, too messed up. And so we're gonna try this again at another homie's house, and hopefully it's set up a little bit better. It's just interesting. I don't know, because we're making characters, right? We're creating characters. We have created characters, and well, I'm just wondering, is it necessary, as for comedians, do we really need the game board piece, or do we just make this up in the air as it's happening? I feel like the game would be amazing, but the way our camera is pointed, we only have one camera, it's not like the game, the actual board, whatever it is like a focal point, because yeah, the visuals. But we'll see. It's a work in progress, where you got to start somewhere. But yeah, I'll officially, excuse me, I'll officially be in North Hollywood by the end of December. So yeah, looking forward to that. Fuck. Recently, I think it was like last week. By the way, I missed the last week to post up an episode because just I had 4 shows this week. Before that, I ran a couple shows too, and I think in the beginning of the week, I actually went with my homie to Six Flags, right? And it was fun. We try to do it like every year, once a year, but we had to stop for a little bit, especially pandemic times, and the last time I completely just fucked it up. It was like bad all around. Like, I mean, it was cool, but like we didn't do anything, right? we get there, and typically we buy edibles, right? We buy edibles, and we'll eat edibles. We'll be super high, and then just go on a bunch of rides. And the last time, because there was a couple times where we've gotten extremely high, dude, where it's like hard to walk and function. And so we were in the car, and I think I had bought us these strips, like those candy strips, those sour gummy candy strips that were edibles. And I don't remember if we had a drink either, but I think there was like 6 each, possibly around 6, 7. And I gave my friend half, and then me, and then he was like, bro, this seems like a lot. Are you sure we're not gonna get fucked up? I'm like, yeah, dog, fuck it, let's just do it. Come on. He's like, you sure? I was like, dude, come on, bro. It's only this much, right? Just fucking peer pressuring him into it. I have no idea what the amount is. I don't know, I didn't even read the label. It was like probably 150 milligrams. I have no idea. And so we just shove those down our fucking throats, eat them. We head there, and you feel kind of good in the beginning. We're walking, and as soon as, well, actually, no. This was another time though. But this time, we head to X, right? Because I think that's like one of the first rides there, and we're waiting in line. We've been waiting in line already, probably like I want to say 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes maybe. And at the time I had like this little hernia, and it was like popping out of my belly button a little bit, right? Not literally out of my fucking skin, for those of you who are just maybe a little retarded. No, it's just pushing out the skin out, right? It's like, I don't know, I guess it's an organ pushing its way out. I have no idea what it actually is. And so I had that going, and I knew I had it going on, and we had planned for this fucking, I think, a month in advance, maybe. And we're in line, and I'm so fucking high, right? I'm extremely high. We're surrounded by people, and I start tripping out about my hernia, because I've heard that people, if you do any, like, I don't know, any kind of labor or any kind of physical activity, it could pop out more. And plus I was like fucking high off of edibles. So I started Googling what could happen if you have a hernia and ride a roller coaster. Well, it wasn't, even though my hernia wasn't crazy, like the news was still pretty terrifying. It was like, oh yeah, there's a possible chance your hernia can burst. It's like, what the fuck? My hernia can burst, or even like get worse or complicate? And so I'm just like fucking tripping balls. We're like almost there, and I tell my homie, I'm like, Brody. He's like, what's up? I was like, dude, I don't think we can do this. He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, dude, I got a fucking hernia, dog. And I just read that, like, maybe a roller coaster could make it burst, And he's like, fuck. He's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, dude, I can't bust it, dude. And, I had a fucking doctor's appointment. So we just leave like a couple bitches out of the line with our heads down, walking out. And this was like, we just got there, right? We were only there, we arrived, and then right when we arrived, we probably take one of those fucking pictures up front, and then we went to the ride. So in total, we were probably just there an hour, if that. Not even, like 45 minutes. And so I was like, well, what the fuck are we doing now? We can't just fucking dip. So we just fucking walked around, but we were so high, dude. We just kept having to fucking pass out on the benches. I think my friend ended up getting sick and throwing up. And we're just like, eventually we're just like, dude, we can't really be here. We look like a fucking bunch of fucking heroin addicts just nodding off randomly. And so we left the park and we went in his car and we just slept in his car for like 5 hours. Just knocked the fuck out, dude. And that was the last time we went, dude. It was just, I fucked it up so hard, man. So, and I think that was before the pandemic. I'm not entirely too sure, but so we went back, dude. 4 years later, I want to say, we did it, right? And this time I was like, all right, dog, look, so you bought edibles, I bought edibles. I'm going to let you choose how much we do. Because every time I bust it, we're fucking just way too goddamn high, right? So I think he had one where it had 10 pieces and it was like 10 milligrams each. So we just took 5 and 5. And honestly, that was chill. That was very nice. I wish we would have brought mine too, because at some point it wore off, but it was nice, man. It was a little bit more crowded this time, even though we went on a Monday. Typically, it's like not a lot of people. And it was pretty cool. Still, we didn't have to like wait long. Instead of getting on X, because it was closed fucking wind all that day, we got on Goliath, dude. Fucking Goliath. That is just a great ride, dude. That one just punches you right in the goddamn gut, dude. The funniest thing about us always going, like, it just always feels so weird to me that, regardless of how young we may look, you know what I mean? Some people have said I look, mid, early 20s, right? And, we're both the same age, me and the homie, 33. And it just seems so, because we've only been doing this also for like the past 3 years, actually. Maybe 4. And it just seems so funny to me in my own head, just the fact that I know how old I am. Like, and I would make fun of it with me and this would do, hey, dude, what's up? We're just middle-aged, high at a kid's theme park. And it is a kid's theme park. I don't care what you say. When we're there, dude, there's teenagers, there's families. And by the way, sometimes these parents are taking their fucking little fucking 6-year-olds to fucking Six Flags. It's like, who is this for, really? Why is your 6-year-old getting on Goliath? It's crazy. But it's just so funny, man. It's like a creepy vibe to it, like, without even trying to be creepy, because we're just there to fucking have a good time, Just a couple of mid 30-year-olds eating edibles and riding roller coasters. What's so... I mean, you got to respect that, right? We're not going to bars and getting fucked up and playing pool, becoming pool sharks and getting in debt. We're fucking drooling on roller coasters. Just faded. Dude, honestly, it's hilarious, dude. It's truly, like, actually pretty funny when you're just on a roller coaster, high as hell. Maybe one of the greatest feelings out there, dude. Who knew being high and roller coasters are such a good combo? Definitely recommend it to those who are unsure. And that's a good time, though, man. It's a good time. Oh, dude, and also, fuck. I felt like this time, dude, I got fucked up. Not like intoxication or anything like that. Like, I was like so tired for like when I got back home, and then even the day after, like, I was just like, oh, dude, like, I just don't want to do anything. It was great. I haven't been that tired like that. Not that I remember in ever. You know, and I was just like, I was tripping out on it with the homie too, you know. It was like, damn, bro, like the age, bro. Even the rides felt a little bit more, you know, fucking aggressive. Like, oh fuck, bro, this is bumpier than I remember, you know? Who knew I would worry about hip problems at 33 years old? It's crazy, dude, but yeah, it was a good time, man. And I honestly, I wanna keep on doing that for as long as we could, for as long as our bodies can handle it, dude. If I can do it up into my old age, that would be amazing. Still taking edibles, toothless with a cane, getting on Superman. It'd be, you know, it'd be amazing. All right, guys. So I tried this segment last week. I'm not sure if you guys liked it or not, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm gonna keep on doing it again. You know, everybody knows and loves it. Lesser of evils. All right. Yes. Let's pick something shitty. And this one, let me see. All right, this one is pretty interesting. You know, it's a tough decision. I don't think, you know, I try to think about it ahead of time, but I didn't really fully think it out and make a firm decision. But so this is it. What would you rather go without? And it's for 1 week, both of them. You either go without your cell phone for 1 week or a toilet for 1 week, right? And obviously, if you want to think of details like, oh, but I need phone calls, I'm going to need like, let's just say you don't have a cell phone. Let's just say there's a landline phone where people can reach you, and that's all you have, right? So it's with no cell phone, just that side information, who gives a fuck about it? But no cell phone for a week or no toilet. Doesn't mean toilets don't exist in the world. You know, there's toilets out there, right? But you specifically do not have a toilet. Now, I know some homeless people that are listening to my podcast, they're like, well, bro, that's typical, you know. It's gonna suck if I can't be without a toilet and a fucking cell phone. That's homeless. At least I got it. All right. But what I'm saying is, just you specifically don't have a toilet. In your own home. You actually have a place. You're living in a place. The place that you're at doesn't have a toilet, okay? So, for me, all right. No cell phone for 1 week. No toilet for 1 week. I feel like automatically my mind would go straight towards, I don't care about having a cell phone for a week. Right? Because the toilet, dude, I'm willing to bet, out of all you guys that are listening, 99%, I'm not even going to do the 0.9, or I'm just going to go straight. 99% of you take morning shits, if not 100. Everybody takes a fucking morning shit, right? And look, if I have to wake up, fucking, where am I going to take a shit? In a bucket? And then what's going to happen with that shit? I just toss it in the trash or walk to the trash? I don't know. Do you just buy a bucket for the week that you're not gonna, you're like, at least I got my cell phone, right? That's where my head goes automatically. But who knows? Maybe it would be better to have a cell phone. right? Because like it's awkward now not watching stuff on your phone while you take a shit. You're just shitting there like a cat in its litter, just like, right? I don't know. I wanna as my friend calls it, doom scroll Instagram while I'm fucking dropping a load, download while I'm dropping a load. Um, it to me it just seems like an easy one for me. I don't know. Some of you may. I don't think I can be without a toilet. That just seems too inconvenient. Like, what if you live in an apartment complex, right? Let's just say, because maybe you're more fortunate if if you live in a home, right, and you have a backyard or a front yard. You can just like go through your yard, dig a hole, just fucking take a fucking shit, or you don't even have to dig a hole. Just designate a corner for your fucking human feces, right? Use it as fucking manure, as something for your grass. I don't even know if human shit would be good for your grass, to be honest. So it seems more convenient if you had a home, like if you lived in a house. In an apartment, like what if you live on the top floor and there's five it's a 5-story apartment. You're gonna fucking walk all that. You're gonna wait in that fucking elevator, whatever you got to do to go down there, and then what? Fucking dig a hole in a sidewalk. You got no yard. See, that sounds even more rough, because that seems like more likely the situation I would be in. I wouldn't be in a home. I can barely afford to be a roommate. Right? What would I do? I mean, it's like I got nowhere to. The bucket would have to be the craziest fucking thing, and I would have to do it. And you can't keep the bucket in the house. You're just gonna let human feces just. All right, we're talking too disgusting. It's getting disgusting. It's gross. See, you know what I mean without being without a toilet? You need the toilet. It's both will be, because I feel like after a week of without a cell phone, let's just say your life depends on it. Not depends on it, but maybe you deal in entertainment, or you're an influencer, or that's just a your steady way of income. I'm sure a lot of those people are gonna be like, "Oh, dude, nah, fuck the toilet." Right, and I'm almost on that. Almost, I'm not there. I'm not making any money, but I got like open mics to promote, and shows, and my other dates, and my podcast. So it's getting there. There will be a point in time where I'm like, you know what, I need the cell phone over the toilet. The toilet is not important. So, but no, for this call, I think I'm gonna have to go toilet, guys. No, sorry. I want to be without the cell phone, right? I need the toilet. It's. I mean, it might be a decision made purely out of laziness. I can't really confirm or deny that, because I said it, actually. I explained it to you all. I don't know what I want to do with that. And my cell phone is cool, but fuck. A toilet is amazing. And you would probably, you would, I think you would be not so cheery throughout the day, knowing you have no toilet. You know. Anyway, um, dude. By the way, I don't think I even told you guys. I had the show on the 25th November. I think I told you guys. No, I didn't. Um, yeah, I didn't do the podcast. Um, it went. It was dope. It was good. The stage was a little high, but I think it still worked. It was fine. Um, I think I'm having like this real cool like connection in the show with the DJ. Um, Shout out to DJ Malay. I'll put his shit in the description. Um, the lighting, the owner, I guess he didn't know what's up with the lighting. They probably hadn't fucked with it for a long time, and it was basically just changing colors. Um, and yeah, it kind of sucked, but whatever. I'm gonna try and work it out with them next time. Um, the first half was great, right? It was really great. The second half got rough. Because we had my crowd who was there being attentive, but then the other side was, I guess this dude, his birthday. He's a cop. I don't know what's up with the background. I heard he was a cop, but it was a party, and a bunch of people came through, and they were just like hardcore talking, drinking. It was clashing with our voices, and some of us knew how to deal with it, some of us didn't. I thought the last dude, Islos Marquez, shout out to that dude, dealt with it fucking great. Um, yeah, and I mean at the end, I thought everybody still had a great time. Everybody loved it. So I was glad to do it. Yeah, shout out to City's Restaurant, cool place. And I got the date already. I already got the date. I hit up the owner. Not gonna be one this month. I'm gonna let the holidays rock. I'm gonna let people do their thing, and we'll be busting it January 20th. So I guess it's gonna be my birthday. Not like it is, but not. My birthday's the 19th. Um, so that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, January 20th, guys. I haven't booked the comics just yet. They will be coming. Um, but yeah, dude, it was dope. I was glad. Some other great news. I'll be hosting an open mic night on Wednesdays at Haha's Comedy Club. Shout out to the owners, Terry, for hooking it up. 6 o'clock. I just posted it up too, so you guys will see that shit. Yeah, so a lot of dope things happening, including, dude, fucking Green Bay Packers, dude. Look, this is not a brag. I'm not fucking trying to gloat. You know what I mean? I know where they're at. They're 5-6. But dude, 2 games in a row against solid fucking football teams. I mean, you can't beat that. And fucking Jordan Love, dude. No interceptions. It's Look, I still don't have high expectations for the Packers. Not necessarily from I say we will really know what the Packers are, what Jordan Love is by year 3. Right? This year, I just feel like when players are new, people don't have a radar on them, right? And that's basically what's going on, right? Packers 5-6, young guys. They're probably not going to beat. I mean, even though I'm saying that, they did beat the Lions. The Lions are 8-3. right? Technically they've been in a slump. They lost two in a row, but that's a fucking huge win. They beat the Chargers week before. I know Chargers are struggling too, but dude, that's a solid win. And if you go back to any of their games, the Packers are right there with these teams. Right? They're not getting fucking blown out the fucking park. Right? These are solid games that they're playing. Um the yeah, I think the game that they lost the most by, let me see. I mean, 14 points, two touchdowns is two of the games they lost by, And I just think Jordan Love is killing it, man. I'm surprised. I'm surprised at. I'm just surprised at it, to be honest, dude. Let me see. Yeah, that game against the Lions, 22 out of 32 attempts, he completed 22 for 268 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I'm digging it. Look, I feel like next year, when I've heard it. I've heard people say it that, like, there's a sophomore slump, and I feel that's gonna happen next year, right? It's gonna be a little rough for him. People are gonna be looking out for him. They're gonna wanna, show him what's up, you know. And then I think the third year we will see what we'll most likely have with Jordan Love. To me, I don't really get to watch the games a lot, right? But I feel like the way it looks like he throws, he kind of has like a soft touch, but he's got a decent arm. He can lob the ball pretty good. Like, I kind of said Eli Manning, but Eli Manning had like a stronger throw. They're both like not sharpshooting passers, right? They could be a little off the pass a little bit, like um yeah. We'll see though, He seems like he's patient, right? It doesn't look like he doesn't know what he's doing. And shout out to the Packers offensive line, dude. Killing it, dude. The space they give, the amount of time they give Love, dude, this guy should be fucking like taking these dudes out to dinner every fucking night, dude. Packers are playing the Chiefs next week. I think, look, I'm going to be straight up. Packers, I feel, the Packers are going to lose. So right now, I think Packers are at the top of the list when it comes to being in the hunt for the wild card game. And let me see. I think Cowboys are at the top of the wild card. They're leading the wild card race. If the Packers beat the Chiefs, I will give them 1,000% chance to make that push for the wild card. Right? And that would be an extremely impressive win. Where I think it'll get people wondering, like, what the fuck? Who is this team? Right? Defense. I'm trying to look at their running. Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, by the way, has been fucking. He hasn't even been playing, dude. Yeah, he didn't even. Yeah, AJ Dillon just doing what he can. Fucking cool, man. But I think that would be an important win for the Packers. If they can get the Chiefs, that would be insane. I do want to see the rest of their schedule. Let me see. 8, let me see, 5 and 6, 11. I think there's 6 more games to go. So then we got Chiefs, then the Giants, then the Buccaneers, Panthers, Vikings, Bears. I mean, let's see. I think that's a loss with the Chiefs, 5 and 7. Giants, that should be a win, 6 and 7. I don't really know what's up with the Buccaneers, but just based on how well the Packers are doing, I'll give them the win. That'll be 7 and 7. Panthers, that could be a tricky one. Do I think they're gonna go 3 wins in a row? They might after the Chiefs. Do they go 8 and 7? That's the thing. I'm gonna give them the 3-game winning streak after the Chiefs. 8 and 7. Something tells me Vikings are fucking like. I think they just lost. You know, I don't think they're trying to lose the second place spot to the Packers. Something tells me the Packers will lose, and I don't think they will go 4 games in a row. And Bears, who knows? Bears, I think they played well this past game. They might not give the Packers the. It's at Green Bay. Green Bay usually wins. And they beat the Bears once, so there's a huge chance that Packers can end with like a almost, you know, it'll with the winning record, it's very possible. But let's just see how it goes. I'm just happy for where they're at. I wasn't expecting the team to be where they're at. I didn't really. I don't want to say if I didn't have any faith in Jordan Love, but I didn't know. Who knows? We seen him play 1 preseason game, and it was like it wasn't too thrilling. Let's just say that. But yeah. All right, guys. I think that is the episode for today. I gotta fucking go and do some job hunting, looking for a. I need a fucking morning ass job, dude. I can't work at night. That's just what it's coming down to. I'm gonna see what I can do about a morning job, but wish me luck. Shit, I got a bunch of shows coming up. I got a bunch of shit coming up, guys. I can't even remember what's coming up. On the 3rd, I have a show at Flashback. If anybody wants to come through, just see what's up on my my IG profile. I'm gonna be posting it up. Hopefully you guys can make it. Thank you guys again for listening and supporting the channel. Thank you guys. Peace. Good night.